The agenda that I'm going to work with you on today, this morning, is stranger danger agenda, meaning you met someone at a networking event, someone introduced you to somebody who is a financial planner. It's not someone that you already know, right? So Jay, you've got these relationships you've known for years. You're not setting this agenda with those people. That's a different agenda or no agenda. This is to make sure that when you're meeting with someone, Provisors, Ryan, is the best example. You know, you're meeting these people at an event. You think they passed the talent test. Seems like they passed the talent test. They're relevant to you. Now you want to set an agenda for the meeting. Okay, so what's the value of that? Number one is it's going to allow you to control the meeting. Raise your hand if you've had a networking meeting that went too long and really did nothing for anybody. Right? We've all had that meeting. I've had that meeting 100 times. Okay. I mean, 2-3 hour drag out, knock down, horrible networking meetings where the guy was trying to sell me something for 2 hours and it was just painful. Okay. So we're trying to take control of the meeting, make it feel like it's mutually beneficial, and it will be, but they have to feel like it's in everybody's best interests. We're going to establish a time limit. I've taken meetings down from an hour to 30 minutes and it's not really been a problem, right? So we want to make sure we get the time right. Okay, we want to make sure we get equal time to exchange who we are, what we do, who we're looking for. What happens if one person dominates the whole conversation? Help me out with that. What happens?
Doesn't really help either party at that point because somebody's talking, somebody's listening, and who knows if what is being said is of any value one way or the other.
Yeah, so Kevin, you're networking with someone and they talk the whole time, and that's great for you from a standpoint of understanding what they do and their business and all that, but they have no idea what you do. They only know your name and maybe not even that, right? So we want to try to figure out how to have equal time to talk where everybody can exchange their infomercial, their story, their targets, etc. And we also want to gain agreement that there may be benefit in testing each other out. Why is that beneficial to actually end a meeting where we can test each other out to see if there's a mutual fit? Amir, I'm bringing you into the mix. Why do you think there's a benefit in trying to have some next step at the end of the meeting if it makes sense?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the ultimate test of whether, this relationship will be meaningful, right? You want to test out and see if what they said is true and what, and they likewise, they don't know you. If they're meeting you for the first time, they want to take a baby step and see if you can deliver on what you've said during the meeting.
Exactly. So guys, think about it. We can always end meetings with, this was great to meet you, Amir. Let's keep our eyes open, and then never see each other again, never talk again. And can we get that hour back? The answer is no. You're not getting your time back. Okay. Or we have an opportunity to learn about each other, figure out some baby step forward, and discuss how we can add a little value. So am I giving Amir my number one biggest GC client who runs $1 billion business and are after meeting him for 45 minutes? That's not testing him out. That's insanity. Okay. You would never do that. You should never do that, because if Amir turns out to be a wackadoo, then I'm putting my best relationship on trial. Okay. And I'm going to lose. Okay. So we want to start with something small for each other. And yes, I'm going to give you all the ways to do that. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Okay. But you guys have to understand the value of setting an agenda and how that's going to benefit both parties. Keep track of your time and make sure it's well used.